Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. The president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, has offered to take custody of illegal immigrants that are being deported from the United States. After a meeting with recently confirmed Secretary of State Marco Rubio, the El Salvadorian president offered space at El Salvador's Confinement Center for Terrorism, a mega prison opened in 2023, currently housing thousands of gang members who have terrorized the country for decades. The offer is not free, however. The U.S. would pay a fee for this service. If President Nayib Bukele and President Trump have their way, America's worst criminals are destined for El Salvador's biggest prison as well. Rubio said the legal basis for sending U.S. nationals to a foreign prison would need to be studied, something Trump acknowledged to reporters. Sending Americans to serve their sentences in a foreign prison would prompt court challenges, according to legal experts. The U.S. Constitution entitles citizens to medical care, basic hygienic living conditions, and protection from excessive force. A federal statute requires incarcerated individuals to be placed within a few hundred miles of their primary residences. The United States Postal Service said on Wednesday that it will continue to accept mail from China and Hong Kong, reversing a decision it had made only hours earlier. The USPS and Customs and Border Protection are working closely together to implement an efficient collection mechanism for the new China tariffs to ensure the least disruption to package delivery, USPS said in a statement. The reversal came less than 24 hours after the agency temporarily suspended international package acceptance of inbound parcels from China and Hong Kong posts until further notice. The Tuesday package suspension announcement came as China issued retaliatory tariffs on select American imports. The Chinese government said it would take necessary countermeasures in response to President Donald Trump's executive order imposing a 10% tariff on Chinese imports to address what the White House says is the synthetic opioid supply chain in China. At least two cartels in Mexico, the Sinaloa Cartel and Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generacion, receive fentanyl precursors and synthetic opioids directly from China or from intermediaries in the U.S., according to the DEA. They maintain distribution hubs in various cities across the U.S. and control smuggling corridors in the country, according to the agency. Football fans are in for a Super Bowl rematch this Sunday, February 9th, as the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. But if you want to watch the game in person, it'll cost you big time. Ticket prices on resale tickets are sky high, with the cheapest seats starting around $4,576 on TickPick and climbing past $5,200 on Ticket Network. Premium seating is even steeper, with the best seats on SeatGeek listed at over $51,000 with fees. The Chiefs, fresh off back-to-back championships, are chasing history as they aim to become the first NFL team to win 3 straight Super Bowls, while the Eagles look to claim their first title since 2017. Skincare lovers, take note. First Aid Beauty has issued a voluntary recall of over 2,700 jars of its viral Ultra Repair Cream. The FDA says the brand failed to meet current good manufacturing practice regulations, leading to a Class 2 risk classification, meaning the product could cause temporary or long-term health issues. The recall affects the Coconut Vanilla Ultra Repair Cream and expiration dates between April 10th and 11th, 2026. Sold at retailers like Sephora, Ulta, Target, and Amazon, the FDA urges consumers to dispose of any affected jars immediately. First Aid Beauty says all impacted customers have already received replacements. Egg prices are soaring to record highs, with some supermarkets limiting purchases as a deadly strain of avian flu continues to devastate U.S. poultry flocks. The average price for a dozen large grade A eggs hit $4.15 in December 2024, a 60% increase from the previous year, and the USDA warns prices could climb another 20% in 2025. The culprit is H5N1, a highly pathogenic avian flu that wiped out 13.2 million commercial egg-laying hens in December alone, with total losses nearing 139 million birds nationwide since 2022. Farmers are struggling to replenish flocks as barns take nearly 20 weeks to repopulate after outbreaks force mass cullings. With supply chain disruptions and rising food costs, experts say relief for consumers isn't coming anytime soon. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Home fire deaths have been cut in half since the early 70s when smoke detectors were first marketed. Having smoke detectors in your home can double your chances of survival in a fire. 60% of residential fire deaths occur in homes without smoke detectors. Thus, smoke detectors must be present on each level of habitation. Photoelectric smoke detectors are required within 20 feet of a kitchen, bath, or shower. They are required on the ceiling outside bedrooms no further than 10 feet away. They are also required to be present on the ceiling at the base of stairwells. Additional placement may be required depending upon the year the home was built or when a substantial addition was added. Create a safe home environment. Maintain your smoke detectors. Thank you for doing so.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's dive into some top stories happening in Braintree. At the February 4th Braintree Town Council meeting, discussions covered multiple topics including vacation carryover, compensatory time, and overtime, which has been tabled for multiple meetings. Mayor Aaron Joyce requested Council President Charlie Ryan to table the vote again until the next meeting, allowing KP Law to further review the Council's outlined comp time policy. Despite opposition from some council members, they ultimately agreed to delay the vote. Here's more from District 6 Town Councilor Peter Morin on why he disagrees with the decision.
Mr. President, I'll respect your decision, but I just want to give people background on this and let them judge for themselves. This was referred, this and vacation carryover was referred to the Committee on Personnel.
So, point of order, yeah. So we'd have to take it off the table if you want to keep talking about it. So you could make a motion to take it off the table if you wanted to, Peter.
Then I would move to take it off the table.
Okay, we have a motion. Second. We have a motion and a second to take off the table. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? That's unanimous. Council Morin.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. This was referred to the Committee on Personnel, along with issues of vacation carryover and comp time. We had 4 meetings on this. At each of the meetings of the committee, the mayor's staff was present. The mayor's staff made several requests for amendments to the council's compensatory time policy, and we made them, despite the fact that the charter clearly states that matters of supervision of council employees are the purview of the council and not the mayor. It is separate. It is clear. Respectfully, the request for an opinion at this time of KP Law, in my opinion, is dilatory, disrespectful to the council, and a waste of taxpayers' money. The mayor is aware of the separation in the charter. Town solicitor is aware of it. I am a former town solicitor, and I'm aware of it. We should just act on this or not act on this. I will respect the chair and vote to table it, but we need to come to some action on this.
The developer of the former Motel 6 site in Braintree is shifting focus towards restaurant space in its commercial project. Torrington Properties has submitted new renderings proposing to replace a previously planned retail space at the same location with an additional fast casual restaurant. While tenants have not been confirmed, the changes reflect market demand according to the developer's attorney. The project, which previously secured approval for a Chick-fil-A and Brookline Bank branch before Chick-fil-A withdrew, has undergone multiple revisions. The latest plans increase the standalone restaurant size by 36% and expand restaurant space by 2,600 square feet. The developer will present the updated proposal to the zoning board on February 24th, seeking setback and parking variances. The Thayer Public Library is now accepting registrations for auditions for its annual Murder Mystery Party, set in an enchanted forest this year. Open to all teens in grades 7 through 12, the event features 7 fairy tale themed roles to fill. Participants must be available for 1 rehearsal each in March, April, and May, with the final performance scheduled for May 29th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. Volunteer hours will be given to all who take part. For more information, interested teens can contact Courtney Trudeau at ctrudeau@braintree.ocln.org. The Braintree Senior Center is hosting a variety of activities for residents aged 60 years and older this February. To sign up, call the center at 781-848-1963 anytime after 9:30 a.m. Regular events include Fun Movie Fridays at 1 p.m. and Learn to Play Pool with Kathy every Thursday, open to both men and women at 12:30 p.m. Special one-time events include Bingo Size on February 11th at 11:30 a.m., a special Valentine's Day celebration with a singer-musician-entertainer on February 14th at 1 p.m., and Bingo on February 19th at 1 p.m. Braintree Parks and Recreation is hosting a February vacation snow tubing trip to Blue Hills Ski Area on Tuesday, February 18th. The trip is open to kids ages 7 to 13 with a $35 fee covering tubing and round-trip transportation. The bus departs from 74 Pond Street at 5:15 p.m. and returns at 8:30 p.m., traffic permitting. Participants must be at least 42 inches tall, wear winter footwear, and have a signed waiver from a parent. Registration is now open. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Do you know that electrical failures are the 3rd leading cause of home fires? Cords and plugs led in this category, while extension cords dominated this category. To avoid these fires, plug heat-generated appliances directly into an outlet. Do not use power strips or extension cords on these appliances. Power strips are designed for use with electronics only. Do not put electrical cords underneath rugs or pinch behind furniture. Do not overload outlets. Charge laptops and phones on hard surfaces only. Finally, if an electrical device is not working as designed, it is time to repair it or replace it. Be conscious of your home environment and be safe, and thank you for doing so.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. State officials say bird flu is now believed to be widespread in Massachusetts, particularly in the southeast after dozens of birds were found sick or dead in various locations. The highly pathogenic H5N1 strain has been detected in both wild and domestic birds, marking the state's most widespread outbreak since 2021. Officials are working with municipalities to test cases and safely dispose of dead birds. While the outbreak has devastated poultry farms in other states, only 1 domestic flock in Plymouth has been euthanized so far. Agriculture Commissioner Ashley Randall urges poultry owners to keep birds away from wild waterfowl and follow strict biosecurity measures to prevent further spread. Meanwhile, dairy farms in the state have reported 100% negative results for bird flu through routine milk testing. The Cannabis Control Commission has issued a public alert about potentially contaminated marijuana products, including some previously carried by 2 Quincy dispensaries. Certain marijuana flower products tested above acceptable levels for yeast, mold, and coliforms, though no illnesses have been reported. Quincy Cannabis Company stocked affected Tiger's Eye products but says the contaminated batches never reached customers. Meanwhile, Panacea Wellness removed impacted carbon fiber products from shelves after being alerted by the supplier, emphasizing no customer complaints. For a full list of contaminated items, check your local dispensary's website. A federal judge has denied a request for a compassionate release from 79-year-old John Sullivan of Quincy, who was convicted of a violent anti-Asian hate crime. Sullivan pleaded guilty to ramming a Vietnamese man with his vehicle twice in December 2022, throwing him into a construction ditch and causing serious injuries, all while shouting racial slurs and threatening the victim's family. Sentenced to 18 months in federal prison, Sullivan's lawyer argued for release due to his age and medical conditions, but Judge Denise Casper ruled the prison could manage his health needs. Prosecutors also opposed his release, citing his history of violating restraining orders. Quincy Asian Resources is celebrating the Year of the Snake with its 37th annual Lunar New Year Festival on Sunday, February 16th at North Quincy High School. The event, running from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., will feature traditional Asian cuisine, cultural performances, and arts and crafts for kids. The opening ceremony and lion dance kick off at noon in the gym, while food and drinks from local vendors will be available starting at 11 a.m. The festival highlights music, dance, and performances from diverse cultures, with free admission and parking available near the North Quincy T Station. The days are finally getting longer, and Boston won't see a sunset before 5 p.m. again until November 2nd. This shift means we're getting closer to daylight savings time, which begins on March 9th, 2025, when clocks will move forward 1 hour. First introduced in 1918 to conserve fuel during World War I, daylight saving time became federal law in 1966 and was later extended in 2007. Today, all U.S. states except Arizona and Hawaii observe it. The longest day of the year, the summer solstice, falls on June 20th, lasting over 15 hours, while the shortest day, the winter solstice, will be on December 21st. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment. Welcome back to Braintree today. This weekend in entertainment, we have 3 movie recommendations for you to watch. First, Love Hurts follows a realtor who is pulled back into the life he left behind after his former partner in crime resurfaces with an ominous message. With his crime lord brother also on his trail, he must confront his past and the history he never fully buried. The film stars Ki Hugh Kwan and Ariana DeBose. You can watch Love Hurts now in theaters. Next, Hard Eyes follows a masked maniac with glowing red eyes who returns every Valentine's Day to terrorize unsuspecting couples. The film stars Olivia Holt and Mason Gooding. You can watch Hard Eyes now in theaters. And finally, Kinda Pregnant follows Lainey, who, being jealous of her best friend's pregnancy, decides to wear a fake pregnant belly before accidentally meeting the man of her dreams. The film stars Amy Schumer and Brianne Howie. You can watch Kinda Pregnant now on Netflix. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128. You can also now see us in high definition on Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.